Hello. Welcome to another live session, second day of the trading week. So, quite a few instrument we are looking at currently in the market, XAUUSD, as well as we can see that another instrument trending JPY, Euro USD, quite a few instrument currently trending. So, if we look at XAUUSD, we can see that looking at first of all daily chart. I will be doing a full multi-time frame analysis, and then we will be looking at other situation as well. So first let's quickly look at multi-time frame analysis on XAU USD, and then we will be looking for other instrument as well, how they are doing, looking at the monthly chart to see overall picture in the market. So looking at the monthly on XAU USD, we can see that this is the monthly price action, where this is a monthly resistance in that area. And from that monthly perspective, we can see this market is currently bullish, long-term bull market. We can see that starting from here, this is an impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction, and so which is basically in a long term. If you guys look at it, you can see this is the monthly price action, where uh, the market from this monthly resistance broken below this level, and with that break of this structure, what I think that XAUSD may try to drop further to the downside. If you look at the weekly chart, we can see that from the weekly perspective here, where this is the weekly price action, where there is weekly healthy body with a long wick at the bottom, and with that weekly candle with a long wick at the bottom, expecting XAUUSD to come back down again to fill that long wick at the bottom here on XAUUSD from the weekly perspective, which we could see eventually the market is coming down to fill that wick. And here is an important support level. Okay, so we can see that this is an important support level where there is a gap open, and from that gap open, expecting XAUUSD to come back down again to create a new lower low. So if you look at the daily chart here on XAUUSD, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is the daily price action from this resistance line. Okay, so you can see there is a massive liquidity grab in this area, where let's look at that here. Okay, so you can see that the market every time crossing that high, creating a higher high, dropping down. So you can see from here as well, after break of this high, from the market managed to break below. So this is where the trend on the daily is down at the moment. And we can see yesterday there was a rejection from the top. Now today's movement so far, the price didn't go much to the upside from this resistance line here, but you can see that the market in that resistance, we could see that the price is retesting and then dropping back down here. So if we look at the lower time frame here, looking at the let's look at the lower time frame and looking at the 15 minutes perspective to see how the market might be doing. And let's also look at the daily support level, which is an important daily support. And from that daily support, we could see that XAUUSD retesting, and I think that we might see potentially another jump before coming down or moving up. There are two probability, both sides possible for XAUUSD to move in both of these directions. So we can see that this is where a bearish move here on XAUUSD. And looking at the 15 minutes and the lower time frame, look at the 5 minutes perspective on XAUUSD, we can see that this is the lower time frame here. And with that lower time frame, this is a trend line here, which is an important level of resistance. The market respecting that resistance line on XAUUSD, and after respecting that resistance line, we could see that on XAUUSD to come back down again to the support level, which we might see that eventually dropping down here in that zone. So there's a gap open here. If you guys look at it, you can see it's a gap open, and with that gap open, this is also an important support level here in that area. And what we can expect on XAUSD is if the market is grabbing a liquidity from any of this resistance line, we can expect it to come back down again to the support level. If you look at the 1 minute chart, we can see that this is where the market is in a downtrend. So for short-term perspective, we potentially will be looking for selling opportunity unless we see a big shift in the change of trend. I hope that you guys are here. If you are here, thank you very much for joining the live session. If you're enjoying the live session, give a thumbs up. I see the likes still not been much up. So if you guys enjoy the live session, make sure you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I am posting every day. So I see that it's going up. Thanks for your support. And when you are here, you can write yes in the live chat so that we can begin with. Thank you. And what we can see here in this lower time frame, looking at the 1 minute chart perspective, you can see that this is a resistance line, and this is the 1 minute chart from that resistance line. Okay, so we can see that this is an important level of resistance. So with that resistance, expecting for the market to bounce and then to drop back again to the support level to create a new lower low. See how far it might be going. And so you can see that this is where the 1 minute chart, and what we can see that this is where, okay, so we can see this is a series of lower high formation, and with that series of lower high formation on the lower time frame, the market may continue to drop here to create a new lower low. See that how far it is coming. Look at the 5 minute chart, a bearish price action here, and if the market dropping in that way on the lower time frame, we might see that the price is dropping back down in that direction to create a new lower low. So this is the 1 minute chart here, and in this 1 minute chart, what we can expect is for the price to grab liquidity and then to come back again to the support level. We'll see how far it might be going, and if we see enough price action confirmation, we will be looking for selling opportunity. Again, I'm not being fixed with any particular directional bias yet until we see that proper confirmation. Guys, keep in mind that this is where the beauty of becoming a good trader is, not to attach with any specific directional bias before you see proper price action confirmation. This is also very nicely true in terms of, if you look at everywhere, we normally try to get to any kind of conclusion as soon as we can, but keep in mind that trading is all about probability, and when you look at something from probabilistic perspective, you will never be able to get to any specific conclusion. It's all about the probability. Early today, for those who are in the academy, if you guys look at the XAUSD trade that I have sent out in the academy, as a educational signal, I have written here the probability. So this is a very important point that we need to look at when we are trading, is to understand that it's all about probability. So when you open a position, then or look for trading opportunity, the first step is to understand what is the probability in that trade. This is also the missing piece of our trading, is to not understanding the probability, and many traders miss that point, and that's why not understanding risk reward and not being able to find trading opportunity based on that probabilistic equation. So with that in mind, I believe that you guys now started to understand, when you are in the academy, how the probability plays out. If we look at the position that we have opened early today on XAUSD, you'll see that how it was defined, and also That's how you'll know exactly that the probability is playing out in the market. And when you understand the probability, you know that trading is all about um, staying on the higher edge rather than just looking at, you know, just opening and opening position and then winning, rather looking at from the probabilistic perspective. So if you look at here, you can see that this is the 15-minute chart on XAUSD. In this market, let's say when we see the trend, this is where we will be looking at the probability, because when you look at the trend, this is where high probability opportunity comes in the market, because as the trend, you will always see that the market will be in the direction of the always higher probability trades comes in the major direction of the trend. I hope that you guys enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Stay tuned for more update and education that I am posting every single day. Also join the free Telegram channel for more education that I am posting. I do share many of my educational content in the free Telegram channel for helping the community so that you can learn and grow as a trader. So here, what you can see that this is where in this downtrend, there is a head, left shoulder and the right shoulder formation here on XAUSD on the 1-minute chart, expecting it for the market to revert back to the support level to see how far it might be going, and based on that we can look for entry opportunity. So here is if I look at the short-term position here, so we can see that this is where this is a downtrend, and in the downtrend expecting for the market to come back down here to the support level. So what I will be waiting here, guys, is that if you look at here, you can see this is a head and shoulder formation on the lower time frame. Okay, so with that head and shoulder, this is the 1-minute chart. I will be biased to the downside. I'm still not opening any position. Let's see, because there is a liquidity zone here. You can see that this is the liquidity zone. The bias for me in this market is towards the downside. So let's see that 1-minute chart to see how the market might be evolving, and based on that we can look for entry. So let's see here, if we consider this head and shoulder as an entry, this is a very low very few peep stop loss here in that area. So let's see that here oh, it's started to drop again. I was thinking for an entry opportunity in that area, but what we can see that the market is basically in this lower time frame, the price is heading. And if we look at here, you can see this is the lower time frame, it's the 1-minute chart, and in that 1-minute chart expecting it to drop. So we could enter at this point, but at the moment you can see that this is where there is a this is where if you look at here, you can see this is a gap here. There's a fair value gap. This is an order block. If you are not sure about the order block, stay tuned, guys. This is a smart money concept, understanding the order block, we will be discussing in depth. So first of all, let's see if we have any potential entry in this area. So I would prefer to enter earlier. So you can see a couple of dodgy formation with the 1-minute candlestick pattern, expecting for the market to come back down here to the support level to see how it might be doing. And in the meantime, let's start some music here as well. If you guys look at here, what we can see that so let's start with some familiar music, and then we'll be jumping on to the different one. So let's see. Now you can see that the market started to melt in that direction on XAUSD from this head and shoulder. So you can see that the market is in a downtrend, and in this downtrend, so what we can see, you can see the market, this is the 1 minute chart, the price starts to drop here, and with that drop, this is a very what I would say the intriguing price action, which is a multiple liquidity grab, and we have an AI to trade this kind of pattern. Will be available for many members. You know, this is where the strategy comes on in my strategy. You can see there is one here, selling opportunity. There's one here. So this kind of price action is really, really important, especially when it grabs that liquidity. And if you look at here, what we can see that this is where the 5 minutes perspective and the 1 minute chart. So planning for an entry, we see that quite a few pip down at the moment. We'll be waiting for the better opportunity. And this is a 15 minutes candle closing in 1 minute. Guys, do you want, I think we see that the drop to the order block. So with that drop to the order block, expecting it for the market to come back down to the support level to create a new lower low. So you can see there is a gap open, and with that we see that the price trying to bounce. So with that in mind, we can see the market. This is a bearish movement here, and with that bearish price action, expecting it to drop back here to the support level. So with that in mind, we can see the market is coming back down here to the support level. This is a very important liquidity zone, which is a very high liquidity zone. And with that high liquidity, there's a gap here, and also this is an order block. So we'll be discussing about the order block as well. As you can see, the order block is very important to look at, especially if you guys are if you love trading based on the smart money, then understanding order block is very important. Do you have an idea about the order block? So yes, can you sell now? We were planning for selling, but we see that there is a drop. Yes, thank you very much. What is your view on gold? My view on gold, as you guys have seen the analysis that I posted early today, the market is played out exactly. It doesn't mean that the market listened to me, so which is very important, guys. In the beginning, especially traders think that the market is listening to you, so or the market listening to me or to you, and then becoming completely out of control. But the most important part here is to look at that the market will never listen to us. We need to listen to the market. So that's where the key, right? So now let's see here. This is a 30 minutes price action on XAUSD. This is a 30 minutes candle starting from here, form that bearish candle to this support level, and look at the 1 hour. So you can see that this is where 30 minutes price action, a long bearish candle. So what I would say that before the market reaching there, we could see that dropping to that level. So we can catch a couple of pips here, not quite a few pips, but a few pips we can look for. Though it's in a very aggressive move because there is liquidity zone here. It's gonna be horrible risk reward, not being able to do that at the moment because the market has started to drop. So before it reach there, it's gonna be here. So that's the probability that we talk about. but we will be waiting for, I will be waiting a little more time for the price to give us that entry. It's in a downtrend at the moment, so there are a few zones that we can look at. So you can see that this is where the market is forming series of lower high. So we will be waiting for a break of a structure. So this is where a liquidity zone. Hope that you guys enjoying the live session. Thank you very much for joining the live session. Absolutely appreciate your support. Okay, so here you can see locally the market slowly bouncing back to the upside. So trying to bounce back up. This is the 1 hour. As we, you guys have seen the analysis that I posted early today. Probably if you haven't watched that, I would highly recommend you to watch that analysis, because this is where you learn the real trading education, guys. I can't emphasize more than this, because this analysis will give you some understanding that probably you have never seen that before. If you haven't watched today's XAUSD analysis, then go ahead and watch that. This is what I exactly expected. Now, why did I do that analysis? This is what I will be also explaining in terms of understanding the probability of a market from one point to the other point. So this is what you're looking at here. You can see that this is where from that zone the market started to trend in the direction. Now, why it was predicted to come down rather than going up, this is what I will be explaining later today in this live session as well. So make sure you stick till the end to know, learn, and grow as a trader. Happy holiday, everyone. Yes, absolutely. I am always here trading. This is what I love to do. Happy holiday, everyone. Thanks for joining the live session. There'll be some gift coming up. To join the Christmas gift, raise your hand who want to get to the point where so at the end there will be so stick till the end for that. Thank you. We see some bounce here. Some bounce here short term. This is the 1 minute chart. Okay, so this bounce now at the moment, let's see if it is creating any opportunity for us. Okay, so you can see the market tested the daily support that we discussed before and getting some kind of reaction from the potentially to the daily support. This is where the daily support, and as it is getting some reaction, this is a gap open here, 5 minutes candlestick pattern from the daily support. That to me a potential for a bulls trying to coming back in the market. So let's see what might be looking at the moment. So again, looking at the daily. Okay, so here is the high, this 1 minute price action. How many pip here? 24 pip. I will be placing a buy stop. So if this swing high is broken, this is the daily support. If this swing high is broken, we will be looking for that entry here on XAUSD. Okay, so we'll be looking at that. This is the high. Below this level, stop loss. We'll be targeting 221. It's a buy stop. So if the market bounce, then we will be entering into the trade if it breaks that structure here. So it's a buy stop. Thank you. And let's see that if the market is breaking above, then we will be this might be opportunity coming up. So let's look at it's a pending order on XAUSD. We are putting in the entry at 2614.98 long pending order. Stop loss at 2612.40 and TP target at 2620.60. 2620.606. So placed a buy stop on XAU USD at that level at 26. Still in that, and I will be later explaining the strategy, so don't leave, stay tuned. And absolutely the most important part here is the risk management, guys. If you don't know how to do the risk management, then don't open on a demo account. Absolutely, this is the heart of becoming a consistently profitable trader, is to learn the risk management, learn how to become emotionally mature when you are opening a position. Guys, keep in mind that I'm not telling that emotional control, because control is sometimes carries a negative connotation, but more often I would say that it's an becoming emotionally resilient, which is the key. So how do you become emotionally resilient? Also, we'll be discussing in that. If you are struggling from trading psychology, then don't miss here. We'll be discussing about how to become a resilient trader, which is essential if you really excel in your trading. So let's first see why I have opened that position. Look at the daily here. You see the market is on the support. Now I'm not saying that the market will go up and hit the profit target. It could be a losing trade, so make sure you stay full protection on your account by placing a stop loss as expected, and also doing the risk management. So what do we see that the market on the daily support, as the price has touched that daily low, we could completely see a potential bounce here, and that bounce might lead that price back to the upside. So if you look at the 15 minutes here and the 5 minutes, we can see the market in this lower time frame here. So let's look at again 1 minute. So we might see some sideways movement here, and then if it breaks that high, that's where you will be looking for that entry. Now, as the market has got a bounce from the daily support, we could see that the market is trending in that direction. So with that in mind, guys, let's see that on that we discuss about that becoming emotionally resilient. So how can you become emotionally resilient, which is very important, right? So there are two ways you can become a better trader, especially in terms of emotion, which is the primary obstacle for most trader, is not to be able to um, not to be able to become very good at processing their emotions, which is coming with the trading. So if you look at um, in your trading, for example, when you open a trade, there is a huge surge of emotion comes, right? Now, where does this come? Let's look at deep in the system of why, how the emotion plays role in trading, right? Let's look at from a very evolutionary perspective. If we look at the evolutionary perspective in terms of emotional resilience, so let's look at how first of all our brain works. Okay, our brain operates in two mode. One is fight and flight. Okay, so fight and flight. The other one is on a, so we are at the same time we are reaching near to the entry. I got triggered with the trade, so I might open with another account. Let me see here. So let's open. I've got another account, so I'm opening that as well. So okay, so when we look at looking at the, okay, here we got triggered in this trade. Some of you have got triggered, some of you not. I'm on and wanting to see that it's trending in that direction. We'll be discussing on that. So let's look at that point of on. If you look at our brain, okay, so we operate in two mode of, okay, so fight and flight response and relax. Most of the people operate on a fight and flight. Okay, so when this fight and flight response happens, when we see a threat, right? So when our rational mind doesn't work. So now this brain that you see is not a one day brain. You might think that, okay, I am 20 years older or maybe 60 years older, my brain is 60 years. No, your brain has millions of years of data and information in it, right? So it's carried by the genes and from the very beginning of our ancestors, right? So therefore that everything happen is in the brain, right? So it's stored in the brain. Now imagine that how many years we live this life. For example, the information, the experience that you have, if you are 70 years old, then your experience is 70 years. Anything happen in these 70 years is stored in your brain from your personal experience. But if you look at your grandfather, and then the father before and before and before and before, go back to 70, 80 generation, then what's happened is that they used to live in cave, right? So in the jungle cave, and they has to constantly fight with the lions, tigers, threat, right? So which is much more longer than what we see in the current um, in this time frame, right? In this modern time. So that that thread in the jungle, in the cave, is also stored in the brain. So therefore the brain only understand that is it a threat or it's something I should be relaxing on. That's how it operates. So it's the amygdala, the midbrain, is all about fear response. Now how does this Now if you look at that time when people used to live in cave, so when see a lion or a tiger, how did the people responded to that? First, look, see if it is a smaller, I can fight or run away. Okay, so if we see that the threat is small enough, I will fight it, will defeat and will go, so it's a fight. Or if it is big enough, then I run away, so that so the fight or flight. So the brain will give you instantly two signal, either flight or run away. So that's a fight and flight response. Now in modern time is still the same brain, but we operate in a different way. Now how does this applies in trading? The way it applies in trading is by looking at the meaning behind every trade that you open, right? So let's say you open a position and it's going in minus. The trade will never always go in one direction, rarely. You'll see that it will come down, go up, come down, go up, like fluctuate in the negative zone and then going to the positive zone. So when you look at the market, open a position and it's in the minus, let's say $100, but it still didn't hit the stop loss. When you are looking at that, how the brain put the meaning behind it. The meaning that the brain placed behind it is a threat. Okay. Why? Because the purpose, the trade that you have opened is to become successful, and your threat to your success. That's where, when is it threat to your success, the brain turns into fight and flight response. And when the brain is in the fight and flight response, you are not able to make any rational decision, and that's where all the difficulties come as a trader, right? So then how can you overcome that? Is by staying with that. Okay, staying with that. If you want to be a trader, you have to stay with it. That's how it is. Stick to the trading, give yourself experience. Okay, imagine that the first day, let's say you are afraid of height and you are afraid to jump from 1 meter high or any high. So if you are at the top, on the top of the 1 meter block, okay, so your brain's gonna say, oh, it's so scary, don't jump, it's in a fight and flight response. But force yourself to jump, and once you're here, the brain will get that experience and say, oh shit, I thought that is so scary, but it's not that scary. So you got that experience. It's an experiential knowledge. Okay, experiential knowledge is the superior knowledge that you will ever find. So once you get that, have got that jump, the brain get that experience that, okay, I thought that is scary, but it's not that, and give it again and give it again, and then the brain will become resilient, and it's not gonna be in the fight and flight response anymore. For the same task, same action you are performing, at some point with fight and flight response, the another point with the relaxed approach. So therefore is not the act, is the interpretation of the action, or the act is creating that fight and flight response. So the most important part here is to look at, keep yourself in it. All right, so stay with it, stay in trading, let the brain to get the experience, and then it will start to interpret in a different way, and you start to become a resilient trader. I hope that you guys understood it. If not, don't worry, no problem. We'll have more understanding and we'll see how we can do that. And in the meantime, if you are enjoying the live session, give a thumbs up. If you are not enjoying, also give a thumbs up, and also let us know what can be done to be more enjoyable. Thank you. Good evening, coach. Have a great day area. Thank you very much. Welcome. Gopi. Good morning. What was your entry point for XAUSD? Should Yeah, we are on a buy. The trade is on, expecting it to bounce back up to the upside. So you are on a trade. Let me know if you guys are on this. Okay, we see that the market trending in our favor. We are on a trade running in profit. All right, so IDs, welcome. Thank you. Welcome to the live session as well. And okay, so we see that here from this level, the market trending as we expected. It's bouncing back up. And this is what exactly explained in my analysis on XAUSD. If you guys looked at it, you can see the market trend is up, wanting to see that it's bouncing back up. Thank you. So you're up. Many people. So let's hold it. I think you should see some bounce here. If you look at the daily high, today's high is here. Let's draw a line on the daily high. So as it has got a rejection, expecting it to go back to the daily resistance. Okay, so if it is going there to the daily resistance, you should be able to hit that TP. You're up on this, and can't expect too much volatility as it is holiday season. Thank you. Well. There is a narrow doji here. Thank you. Okay, so expecting it to have a bounce to that level. Thank you. So with that in mind here, wanting to see this going back up to the resistance line. So you can see lower time frame here, there is a bounce in the markets trying to revert back to the upside. And with this 1 minute time frame, you can see the market slowly dropping here to that support. Want to see the trend continuation from it got a rejection from the daily support. So here is 5 minutes candle, there is a red rejection, which but I think that it might form an inverted head and shoulder that I'm expecting. If it is forming that inverted head and shoulder, you could see that the market is going back up here. Thank you. Wanting to see that it's bouncing back up again. So you see there is a structure formation, which is, if you look at the 15 minutes, here is the structure. The doji, as the market bounced from the daily support, expecting it to trend in the direction, So if it is forming that inverted head and shoulder, wanting to see this moving in that direction. So some positive movement coming up, and so what I'm expecting to form on an inverted head and shoulder. That's the formation. Then we can expect it to trend in the direction. The 1 minute chart, here is a gap open, and then with that gap open, wanting to see that it's moving in that direction. Okay, so the bias for me is potentially upside. We'll keep eye on that. There's an inverted head and shoulder here. So we did inverted head and shoulder. Want to see the market is bouncing back up. So gap open, and we'll be looking to see the market slowly moving back up, expecting to see that it's trending in the direction, as it have just grabbed liquidity from this liquidity zone. I would like to keep on the 1 minute chart. We saw that there is an inverted head and shoulder formation, which is in our favor. And in the meantime, guys, there's a giveaway at the end of this live session um, for all of you, for those who will be willing to join the academy. For the members, we will be running a competition for the giveaway, and for those who will be winner, we will take randomly 3 to 5 member today as a Christmas gift to join the academy. So stick till the end to grab that. This is gonna be a sudden giveaway as a gift for you to be part of the trading community at the end of the year. And for those who will be winner in the competition for this giveaway, will get access to everything in the academy, including education, analysis, and the future AI coming. We have currently AI as well, some under development. You guys will be able to experience all of them. So stay connected, stay motivated. What was your entry price? So the entry price here at 2615.21. but want to see aggressive bullish momentum here. So is the 1 hour, and with this long wick doji, this is where long wick rejection. 1 minute chart, gap open, do not want to see that it's coming in this direction. From the daily, this is the daily support. Want to see that it's having a bounce, which what I think that we might see eventually a bounce, but before that, it might grab more liquidity. If you're not sure about liquidity, stick to the live session. We'll be discussing on that topic. We discuss a lot about how to understand the liquidity and the smart money concept. Here, so you can see that it's coming down here. I'll still be waiting for the market to return back towards the upside here. So there's a long doji. With this doji, a long bearish candle. Now, if it is a trend continuation, that we will be unlucky, but I would still be expecting it to bounce in that direction. Market reach that level and then let's come back for a deeper drop here. Hope that guys are enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. So this is an important support here, and from that support, expecting for the market to have a strong rejection, which we are expecting is to trend in that direction. So you can see the market moving in that direction. Want to see that it's trending, which is essential for us to see the market trend is up at the moment. And thank you. Are you buy? So yeah, I'm not buy. I am buying. Because you want to join your premium group. What's the fee, coach? Oh, that's sir. So yeah, you can visit the website www.forextradingwizard.com. You can find link below this video. So if you want to explore more, link below this video, www.forextradingwizard.com. So where you will be learning and growing as a trader with me. If you want to trade with the trend, learn the strategy, and also find the education that will make a big difference in your trading, then you can find that link below this video. So let's see now what's happening with this one here on say USD. Here is, this is the 1 minute chart. Okay, so you can see some upside here. There's a doji, expecting it to bounce back up and then to trend in the direction. The market does form a doji, and we see that some upside again coming up, which could be trending direction here. And in the meantime, if you didn't smash the like button yet, I would appreciate if you do so. As you can see, there is a two narrow candle formation in that area. So with this two narrow doji, see how far it's going. Market has crossed that level. Want to see this bouncing back up here. It's forming series of higher low. You can see there is a very narrow candle formation. We might see that the market trend is up here. Want to see uptrending market structure. Thank you very much for joining the live session. I hope that you guys enjoying the live session. So you can see from this support level getting a rejection. Let's look at the 1 minute again. We are on the in our direction now. See that there was a liquidity grab and then bounce. So we talk a lot about the liquidity grab, so we will be also discussing on that point of understanding the liquidity grab. So this is a smart money concept, um, which is basically the market is moved by smart money that we need to understand. And as a retail trader, we can't move few people even if we all trade together, because it's a very smaller amount coming from the retail trader. So to understand, to trade the market with successfully, one must know how the smart money coming in the market, and smart money trade based on liquidity. So if you know that when it is time for entry, because when the smart money enter the market, they leave a clue. That's what understanding liquidity will give you a clear idea about when to enter. So how do you find that liquidity zone in the market? That's the key, right? So to understand the liquidity, or to know the liquidity, the first step is to know that what happened when you open a position, right? For example, we open a buy here, right? So on XAUSD, and when we open a buy, what happened on the other side? Someone else need to take that order, right? So if you are opening 10 lot buy, someone else on the other side need to sell 10 lot to you so that you can execute that order. And therefore, as a retail trader, we can easily buy and sell few lot. But the smart money, they cannot do like us. Okay, so they need someone else on the other side to take their order, because they have a huge volume, and if they start to buy, the market will go right fastest way, and they won't get the proper price, right? So in that case, for example, in this trade, we open buy from here, right? So we place the stop loss in that area. Now everyone understand the market, everyone is smart. So it's, let's say this is an inverted head and shoulder here, the market change a trend. Okay, so everyone might planning to buy from here, stop loss below this low, right? So now we think that I'm a buyer, but keep in mind that when you are a buyer, your stop loss is a sell order. So that's what, okay, so your stop loss here, you bought from here, so you are a buy here, and when you stop loss, you are a seller here. So when you are a seller here, okay, so you are a buyer here, and you are a seller, you are a buyer. What happened when you buy? Smart money also wants to buy. Guys, did you smash the like button yet? Let's understand it. So when you are a buyer, okay, the smart money also want to buy. So when we buy all in one direction, who will be the seller? And that's where coming to the liquidity grab. So what the smart money does is the price drop here. How does this drop? I don't know. Some people believe in conspiracy theory, says that smart money manipulate the market, but I think that the way it happened is that they invest something to bring the price here, which is not unethical, because it's just business. So they sell the market to drop that price here. Now here is a huge stop loss, right? So when there is a huge stop loss, okay, a huge number of stop loss comes in play, all of them hit. Now you are a buyer when your stop loss is a sell order, so you are selling. Every retailer is selling here, and when every retail trader is selling here, for example, because it's a very important zone for a stop loss, smart money buying from here, and then boom, the price has gone up. And that's where the biggest move happen in the market, when this is where the liquidity, okay, so this is where the liquidity grab. And when you grab that liquidity, smart money, the market moves. And the patient trader are those who can wait for the market to come back here to grab that liquidity. And that's where the candle form, when the market grab that liquidity. And this is where, guys, as I mentioned before, this is where, when the market grab that liquidity, we see the price action confirmation. And that's where the indicator, this one also help us to understand. For example, this one is a buy zone here, and it's a 1 minute chart. It's a massive move happen, and we are using currently also AI to catch this kind of trade. Stay with us to explore more. And once the market bounce back up, the market has started to, so when you see this kind of move, it made bigger move to the upside or downside, and that's where we will be um, looking to enter with the smart money, so that we know that trading with the smart money will always be helpful to us to remain profitable over the long term. And the next thing is to do the risk management and then trade with proper discipline. Good morning from Ghana. Thank you very much. The market is volatile, which is good for us. I'm new here, trying to learn from you and your experience. Shishi, welcome. Thank you. How is everyone? Thank you very much for joining the live session. That's the key, if you are new as a trader, the first thing that I would highly recommend is to um, learn the risk management, which is key as a trader. When you learn the risk management, then you know that exactly um, how to protect your capital, so that you can stay long enough in this trading to learn and to grow as a trader. It takes some time, but once you understand the risk management, it becomes much more easier. Hope that, guys, you're enjoying the live session again. Thanks for joining the live session, and absolutely appreciate if you also can join the free Telegram channel. Link below this video. Stay connected for all the education that I'm posting every day. Okay, so here is locally again some rejection coming. So this is a potentially forming an inverted head and shoulder. Want to see that it's trending in the direction, which is essential to look at. See how far it might be going. So there is another doji, and want to see the market trend is up here. In the meantime, visit www.forextradingwizard.com to find out more, to learn and grow as a trader. So there is a narrow doji here on the 1 hour. So this is the 30 minutes. If you look at, this is the 15 minutes here. So there's a gap open, and would like to see that the market trend again in the direction where there's a high liquidity. So you can see this is the 15 minutes perspective, a long wick candle here. So this is where after retest, a rejection again, okay, so you can see there is another gap open on the lower time frame, and okay, so you can see the market slowly moving up here, expecting for the market to trend in that direction. Okay, so we see that there is a gap open in this area where an important gap zone, and with that gap open, expecting is for the market to come back here to move in that direction. Want to see it's trending in that direction. Now so here is, you can see that this is a again on the lower time frame 15 minutes perspective. So with that gap open in this area here, Still looking for the 1 hour. Right, see the downside bias, or this is the 1 hour candle. Currently the price on the daily support, 4 hour. Okay, so here is the narrow candle in this area. The market trending in this way, we will see that it's moving up from that level. So narrow candlestick pattern. From here, a rejection expecting to the resistance line. So if it is forming an here in the inverted head and shoulder, want to see that it's moving up to the level. Want to see the trend up here, and So the market might be again having local downside. So if you look at the daily, here is the daily support. Price might be remaining downside here. Okay, so you see one candle getting a rejection here, and so stop loss at 2612.40. So this is the stop loss, and wanting to see that it's getting that rejection. So entry on this one. To 61.07. Okay, so you're up on the trade again. So if it is trending now, bouncing from the daily support. Good afternoon, welcome. All the higher time frame are bearish. Yeah, we'll see that. This trade was based on the 1 minute strategy that I have posted on the channel. If you guys have looked at on the channel, there was a 1 minute strategy on XAUSD was posted, and that strategy, this is based on that strategy on XAUSD. Also, we will be so you know as the market bounce from that level, we can expect it to have a rejection. What's the sound? This music's very weird. It's gone into the entry again, coming for pullback. Need some concrete movement in the market here. It's a long doji. Expecting it to bounce back up here. So we're standing here, you can see the market is moving in the direction. Narrow doji formation. Okay, so you can see a bounce. So it has made enough structure here for potential an uptrend. Doji again in that area, and another doji formation. Want to see that it's moving up. Okay, we can see the market in fact here trying to have a rejection, which is in our favor potentially. See, there's a gap open, so you might see a short-term trend. You guys with me? So waiting for another bounce here to the upside. So lower time frame, the market slowly making its way to the upside potentially, what we are expecting. Want to see a breakout in this area here, a doji, and with this doji formation. So if it is forming here an inverted head and shoulder from this support level, see if it is getting bounce from here. Want to see a rejection. Wanting to see that it's getting a rejection. We'll see that how far it might be going, and based on that, so there is a narrow 1 minute candle formation. So there is a gap open and it's almost to the order block again. Look at the daily. If it is not bouncing from the daily, we might see that deeper drop. If it is bouncing, then we might see return back to the resistance. So here is series of lower high triangular pattern. Market in a zone where both way possible to move. So there is a doji again. Looking at the daily, so you can see 15 minutes bearish engulfer here. From the 1 minute, we can see that there is a drop in that level. We'll be waiting to see what's happening next. Market in a zone where we might see bounce or trend continuation. Okay, we see some rejection coming. Okay, we see there's some reversal pattern formation. Let's keep it stable here. A little more movement. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Looking at here, 615.07. We are on a trade, as you know that. Still expecting it to return to the upside. Some rejection again. Okay, if it is returning from that level, want to see a trend here. If you guys enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. So you see some potential rejection here. Sudden bounce. And Let's drop this 1 minute candle. That's a very big drop. This could be entirely so if this drop is a liquidity gap, we could see a straight returning back up. That could be a reversal. Complete bullish move here. Stick till the end, guys, and there will be today we have a giveaway as a Christmas gift for some of you. We'll be taking 5 members to the academy with $500 coupon to join the academy. So stick till the end to enter into the competition from this live session. Like to see here, this is where we see a primary rejection now. So this time there is a little bit of sideways movement that we can see. Okay, so now it form a structure. If that's a reversal pattern here, that could be a good move to the upside here. Okay, so here is what you can see, that an inverted head and shoulder formation potentially, and then to trend in the direction. Okay, so with that inverted head and shoulder, you start to trend. See that how it might be going. Let's wait for a breakout here. Okay, so sideways movement sometimes causes a little annoying price action, that you can see that it's forming that sideways movement. So doji here, and with the doji, want to see the market slowly moving up. If it wants to trend to the upside, series of higher low, wanting to see that it's bouncing back up. We are on the edge, and if it is trending here, we'll see that move. You guys with me? We are still holding the trade for this potential upside. And in the meantime, we can see some other instrument, euro dollar, Gbpusd. So if we look at also dollar CAD also is in a very strong bullish move. Except XAUSD, you can see that there is a mixed price action, which is moving in a sideways as well as on the bull side. So here is a series of higher low formation. Very narrow price section at the moment, and from this area we see quite a few higher low formation on the 5 minutes. I'm still expecting to have a breakout. If I have expect, or no, the market always will do its own way. So that is why it is very essential that we always keep track by doing the proper risk management, which is very important. So anyone here holding the trade with me in this trade? So in this area here, we can see series of higher low formation, and this is the 1 minute chart. Sometimes become very choppy like that, and when the market choppy like this, the thing that we can do is patience. We patiently wait for the market to bounce in that area to see if it is, and looking at again the 1 minute chart, we can see the market slowly trying to revert back to the upside here. And with that being said, let's wait for the market to trend in that direction. Very choppy at the moment, and with this choppy market, we just need to hold it to see which direction it is heading. Might just come back here. So it might not hold it. Let's see. It's on the support level. Buyers and sellers in a very strong um, battle here. Okay, so from the last few peep, there is a primary reaction. The reaction is, you can see this is a support level here. Okay, so if we see a rejection from here, this is the daily support. This is the last point that we can expect it to reject, or maybe trend continuation. I'm still on the trade, still holding it. So let's see. If it is reversing, then we might see a trend. So you can see there is a bounce, and again we see another rejection. So we are almost nearing to the end of this session, and we can see the market is still in a sideways. So we'll hold the trade, manage the risk. So either we'll be looking to see to the upside TP hit or to the downside stop loss. We will keep running it, and in the meantime, I'll go to the giveaway section for today. We have a big giveaway coming up, so stay tuned. First of all, we will go to the Nightbot for announcing the giveaway. And so today's giveaway, the keyword that we will be using, so you can write gold, send a message containing gold in the chart to enter the giveaway. So you guys can write gold to enter the giveaway. So you can write gold to enter into the competition for giveaway for today, as we'll be taking 5 members in this competition. So don't miss out. You can write the keyword gold and keep writing until you get the entry. So this trade might not hold it. We'll be waiting to see further. So this very interesting structure has formed here. So this is a complete triangular, uh, a circular. Now the market in a zone where we could see a bounce. So let's look for. We will keep that trade on, and while we are looking at. So with the giveaway winner, we'll be able to join the academy with the full lifetime access. So you can write here, you can write gold. Yep, right on the live chat gold, where you will be able to enter into the competition for the giveaway. Thank you. So this trade might be hitting the. I'm still on, but in position it's stopped out. So we have gone with the trade. Okay, so you can write that, guys. The gold, the keyword where you will be able to enter into the competition for accessing the lifetime in the academy. Market has started to drop here. So you found 6 entries. You can write that. Thank you. So you found 7 entries. We'll be taking 5 members. So you still can write on the live chat gold, where you will be entering for that giveaway to join the academy. Found 9 entries. So to get to that, we will be choosing the winner 5 members from this master MD. I will be rolling one by one. You can keep on track. Jamal Arzdal, Hagai, Mika, Batties, and Greatness. So you can, for those who have won the mentorship in the academy, you can write info at forextradingwizard.com, info at forextradingwizard.com. You can write on this email that you are winner of this competition today, for your gift to be sent to your email for the lifetime access to the academy as well as mentorship. Thank you for joining this live session. I'll see you again, guys, very soon, trading live together. Until that, stay well, stay happy.